welcome my dear brothers and sisters out there. I'm glad that you just clicked to watch this particular message. Today I'm going to be talking about the standing still of the sun which Joshua commanded. Like I said in the previous message which I made in regards to this particular dimension, that we are living in an illusionary world, a world which is playing a reflection of something that has happened before. So this is the reason why from the time that Joshua paused the sun, that is to say, you remember what the Bible says about Joshua, that it is only that time that the Most High have obeyed the voice of a man which made the sun to stand still. And now you need to be able to understand something in regards to this, because this is deep. From that time that the sun stood still, there is a purpose, there is a reason why that sun needed to stand still. Understand it. And the reason is because the children of Israel needed to avenge themselves of their enemies. Understand it. So the pausing of the sun. Now, when we go into the book of Ezekiel, we go down into the scripture where the Bible talked about Hezekiah. Now, understand the pausing of the sun. And the reason why this sun was being paused is to be able to give the children of Israel access in order for them to come and fight their own battle and be able to do what? And defeat their own enemy. So, from that time that Joshua made that particular command to the sun, for the sun to stand still, something has been happening from that particular time. Remember, the word that was before the sun standing still was a real word. So from that time that the sun stood still, a reflection of something that has happened is what you see in this particular dimension, is what you are seeing. So before the sun stood still, something happened. Before the sun stood still, something happened. Now, and the sun stood still here. When the sun stood still, Hezekiah, during the time of Hezekiah, they were being promised to be able to do what? That's, the sign that the Most High is going to show, that he's going to do everything that he has said, is that he's going to bring back 10 degrees of the sun, which has gone down during the time of Ahaz. Now, what does it mean to bring back 10 degrees backward? Which is the activities of the things that happened during the time before the children of Israel were, during the time when before the standing still of the sun, the things that happened during this particular time, 10 degrees of the actions or the things which happened during that time is going to be played in this reality that we are in, or in this dispensation, in this paradigm that you are in. So you are seeing a playback of something that happened before the sun was commanded to stand still. Understand it. You are seeing the things that happened before the sun was being commanded to stand still. So, and that thing only goes back, was being rewind back up to 10 degrees backward. So, you are seeing a reflection of, so which means now, after this 10 degree, something that is real, that was, has to continue playing now again. What do I mean by this? You see, 100% minus 10 degrees, just remaining 90 degrees, isn't it? So which means now, the sun has to play something that has been before this time. A lot of people have been living an illusionary world, which is that 10 degree which is being played back. And this 10 degree which is being played back a lot of mighty ones who are among the children of Israel, what they are literally doing in this world is they are monitoring the tactics. They are monitoring the way that the war, which was before the standing still of the sun, how that war was being fought, and the secret of those people that fought that war at that time is now being revealed in this particular dimension. Now, those children of Israel at that time, now this place is just like a place where they sat down and they are watching. They are watching in this giant TV screen the things which happened before the standing still of the sun. So they are watching those things that happened, because when the real thing, after they have watched this now, what is going to happen is the war, that is the playback now is now going to stop, and it is going to go back to the original where they were before the pausing of the sun. And by so doing now, they have learned the tactics, they have learned the secret of those people who were after them. Now that the children of Israel have learned the secret of these people through this construct, through this standing still of the sun, now that they have learned it now, they can now easily defeat their enemies. They are now going to do what? Avenge themselves. Because you know why? They have seen the secret of the people who were their enemy. How did they see the secret? They have seen the secret through this playback that was being played during the time when the sun stood still, because this playback went all the way 10 degrees backwards. And this is why you are about to see something that is very, very massive that a lot of people cannot be able to handle, because we are going back into that real world where the children of Israel now are going to fight their own battles by their own self. And that is the real world which was before the pausing of the sun. Now remember, like I said to you all, the reason why the sun stood still was for the children of Israel to do what? To avenge themselves of their enemies. And now, for them to do that, then that means they have to be able to do what? To learn, monitor, to study the tactics of what? Of their enemies. Because this time around, they are going to be the one that is going to fight their own battle. The Most High have helped them through using Joshua now to be able to do what? To stop the sun. So Joshua is a helping hand to the children of Israel that help them so that they can be able to now be able to be capable by using this, by seeing this illusion, by seeing this, the things that happened before this time. It's just like when you see people who go into, some footballers or whatsoever, they are trying to know the tactics on how these other players play their own game so that they can be able to master those people when those people do not know the secret of how these other people are operating. So since you have upper hand, knowing the secret, because you've played the video of how these people play their game, so you know their weak points. So when you mix them in the battlefield or in the match, because you have studied their tactics, you can now easily be able to do what? To defeat them, because you are now mastered to it. So the children of Israel were raised They were raised in order for them to fight their own battle. This is the game that you need to be able to understand. So they were raised in order for them to be able to fight their own battle. And as this battle is going on now, you need to be able to understand, because we are going back into the place where the battle was, like I said, before the pausing of this particular word that you're seeing. Because this word that you're seeing is just what? A 10-degree word that went back. Just when you play back something and you are now sitting back, watching the rewind of something, waiting for the, for that rewind to finish, for you to start up from where you stopped. So a lot of higher beings are here studying. A lot of children of Israel are here studying the things that happened. This is why I tell you that there is nothing new under the sun. You need to be able to understand. So they are there studying the things that has happened. How did they study it? Through this particular thing that you're seeing. Through this reflection. Through this playback. Through this playback of actions, of things what that happened. So those children of Israel, they are mastering these other people, so that when everything is said and done, and this thing opens up now, they return back to the battlefield. Remember what Sennacherib said to Hezekiah. Who is that Elohim? Who is that God that you want to say that is going to deliver Judah from the hand of him? Who is that? So he was just boasting. And then he was being sent to do what? To give him a message, just to give him an, just go. Tell him that this is just going to be a sign that I'm going to give to you. That the Most High is going to perform and do what he has already ordained that he's going to do. That he's going to do what he's going to bring back the die. That is just, he has already finished the king of Assyria, the King Sennacherib. Because by you playing someone's past life, as past wars, the way that particular fellow fought his weak point, revealing his weak point to his own enemies, what do you think is going to happen to that particular enemy? You know the secret of somebody, and you reveal that secret of that person to somebody by playing the secret of that individual through a video. And another person saw the secret of that particular fellow. So, and that particular fellow that saw the secret of the other person is the one that is trying to defeat that particular being. But now he has known his secret on how to defeat him. This is what is happening in this paradigm that you're seeing. So somebody got to play when the sun stood still. Now, went back doing 10-degree backward, and now is played. Just rewind from that time that the sun stood still. Now, a rewind was made in this illusion now. Before this illusion, a rewind was made to play something that happened 10-degree backward. In this particular, that is why you're seeing this thing now. So people who are higher beings are watching the weak points of the people, of the wars which took place, and now, when they master it, they are going to do what? They are now going to go back to the battlefield. And when they go back to battlefield, this time around is their own fight, They are going to fight for themselves. Do you know that is the reason why Hezekiah said something? Hezekiah said that it is, that it is time, but the children do not have, that there is no strength for them to do what? To fight this battle. But what did the Bible make us to understand? It is now time to do what? To raise them up, for them to be able to do what? To fight their own battle by their own self. I'm going to show you that particular scripture. You are with me in this channel. We're going to exploit and bring out everything to light. We are not from here. We are from the ancient. Some of you don't understand, have no idea of what I'm telling you, my dear brothers and sisters out there. These things that is happening already, you see, that word that was before this reflection that you are saying, that word that was before the passing of the sun, we are just saying 10 degrees of that word here. And a lot of people do not understand these tactics. So they can't see and understand that this particular reality, what they call reality, or what they call word here, is actually something that is a playback of something that is going on that other beings are now watching in this giant TV screen in order to learn the weak point of some other entities. Which these beings are going to now master those entities and be able to now, when the battle, when this illusion is over, what is going to happen? They are now going to defeat their enemy, avenge everything upon their own here. Why? Because this time around they are full confidence. If I know that if I fight with you and I box you and I have a particular point, you punch somebody at a particular place, and he's always, what do? You target at that particular point. You see, you give to that particular person, just at that point that you know that this is his weak point. Why? Because you've discovered it. You've discovered where his weak point is. And this is what is going on in this particular paradigm, my dear brothers and sisters. Some people are here to study. Some people are here to monitor. Some people are here to see the secret of some certain people. Don't you understand what is going on? And they need it. Why? Because the warfare is still very far. We are just talking about something that is going on in a very short span of time here now. This 10 degree that is being played is just what is a pure illusionary world that does not even count in the real world. So people who are here, mastering everything, preparing themselves in order to do what? To continue the battle of where they are going to. What am I saying? Just recently a sister sent me, just reminded me of something. That was why she played, she sent me a message and was like, brother, did you remember this message that you talked about some certain time ago? We discussed about it. I said, yes, I do. She recently said to me that somebody made a video in regards to that. Actually, she sent me a link of a video. And then I saw in that video where somebody was, where the fellow was now, showing some certain things, to the sun, the positioning of the sun, and he had to say things that has to do with what? With 90 degrees, that now the sun is going back to the reality, that is to say, which is to say, all your religion and all everything now is being, oh my goodness. Brother, this is what is coming down to. I'm just giving you a hint of actions, of activities of what is going on in the third dimensional plane. What I want you to understand is that, yes, this is the time. You see, that playback period, this illusionary period, it is now at the end of it all. So what is going to take place now is going back to that particular place where the warfare was before the pausing of the fight. And now why is it going to happen that way? Because the children have to be able to do what? To fight their own battles themselves. They just got to fight their own wars. They got to fight their own battle. So this is why you see some people who look into what? When they look up into the stars and the sun and everything, they will start seeing signs of things which is happening. Why? Because these are solar beings, these are star seeds, these are star children. So they are here in order to do what? To really accomplish some certain mission. This is why I tell you that what? A lot of beings are here as spies which you know nothing about. Some of you even listening to me are part of the people who are spies into this particular realm. But you need somebody to activate you. You need somebody to elevate you. You need somebody to help you discover your mission on this particular planet. And this is what we're here, my dear brothers and sisters out there. This is why we're here, to be able to activate that thing that is in you, that power that is in you, in order to set you on emotion, in order to make you see and understand that before this time you were somewhere, and what you're doing now is simply, what you're seeing now is simply a playback of something that has already happened. So you are here actually in order to do what? In order to learn and master up things which is going to really bring up or pick up something that, which is going to now help you in the battle which is ahead of you.